Welcome. This Digital Dimensions video tech tip will cover bringing decals onto drawings. I'm Michael Nolte. Anytime you're doing any decal work, I always recommend splitting the face into the area that you want the decal to apply. So I'm going to use a sketch that I've already created. Go Insert, Curve, Split Line. And then we're going to do a projection of the sketch onto the face that I'm wanting to actually split. So I'm going to split that. And that allows me to have two separate areas, one just for my decal area. I'm going to switch over to my Display Manager tab, onto my Decals button, and then down below here I'll go and right click and I'll add a decal. There are some default decals built into SOLIDWORKS, so you can use one of those if you want to, or we'll go and browse to our directory where we want to grab our logo from. So I'm going to grab a logo that I've created here, and I'll go and bring that in. I'll go and open that and pick the surface that I want to apply it to. You can see that it's a little small, so over on the mapping tab I'm going to do a projection and I'll go and have it fit to the height selection. That way it fits into that area. Go back over to the image tab, and then if I do want to use a mask, I can actually pick an area with the eyedropper here and make that transparent. But for our purpose we're going to go no mask, bring back the true colors. I'm going to accept that, and that adds my decal into my Display Manager tab. Alright, so let's go and create our drawing here. So I'm going to go File and Make Drawing from Part, and we're going to drop in our front view, default template here. Get that dragged in, and as you can see when we first drop it in, because we're in a wireframe mode or a hidden lines remove mode, we'll actually be able to see that we don't see the decal, but as soon as I switch to a shaded mode I can see the decal, but I don't have the ability of getting a wire or hidden lines remove mode. Alright, so we're going to switch back to our part file, and we'll go and make some changes here. So I'm going to go to my configuration tab, and we're going to go and add an additional display state, so we can actually go through and add our additional display style, so we can get it looking correct on our drawings. So with our new display style created, I'll go and switch over to my feature tab, go into my cut list. Because this is a sheet metal part, I do have a cut list folder. Go and find the cut list body there, expand out my display pane, and I can go and change the display style just for my particular body. So I'm going to change that to a hidden lines removed, and then I have two different display styles or display states, just so that I can actually have the original and then I have one just for my drawing. So now when I go and switch back to my drawing, so window menu, go back to my drawing, I'll go and take this particular view and I'll switch it from the default display state over to the new one that I created, and then I have it changed. I can also right click over the view and change that into a different display style. I'll go and thin up my lines here over on my document properties tab, line font, and I'll go and set the line weight to be one of the smaller line weights there. That way I have a nice clean crisp drawing there with a decal showing up on there. And we'll just go and dimension as normal, so it functions as a regular drawing view. It looks a lot cleaner, and then we also have that decal on there. So we're also able to do the same type of item with a non-sheet metal or weldment part. So we're going to go and open up another part here. You can see that we don't have a solid bodies folder showing up in our tree. So we'll go and right click, show hidden tree items, and then go and make a change to our feature manager. Same as if I went to options, feature manager. I'm going to change my solid bodies from automatic to show. That way my solid bodies folder shows up in the feature tree. So we're going to expand this out, and we can see my body there, expand out my display pane, and then I can get to my display style. So we're going to create a new display state, just so we have our original. So we're going to right click, add display state, and then I'll go and make my change and switch over to a hidden lines removed. That way I have the same type of styling done for a machine part, and you can see that we have both styles here. Thank you for viewing this Digital Dimensions video tech tip. Please visit us at www.ddicad.com.